Veronica Toro's love for rowing grew when she realized it presented an opportunity for her to represent her country. Now, she's the first female rower from Puerto Rico to qualify for the Olympics.
The nature, the people, the culture, the history.
Hola, Puerto Rico.
Just some of the many things Veronica Toro loves about her country.
There's like a certain warmth to people in Puerto Rico that is like lovely, you know, like they're so warm and welcoming and we love to party.
It's a place she's always dreamed of representing on an international scale. Growing up in San Juan, playing volleyball and softball, Veronica Toro wanted to stay active as a freshman at MIT. A teaching assistant recommended she try rowing, and being close to the water reminded her of home.
I had never heard of rowing.
Initially, she didn't realize the sport could take her to her ultimate dream.
I had tried to represent Puerto Rico in like math Olympics when I was young. Ever since the International Olympic Committee like recognized us as their own separate entity for the Olympics, you know, I think Puerto Rico has been like extremely proud. Sports and it's the Miss Universe contest, you know, like those are the two things we have of our own.
And rowing isn't her only passion. Veronica is simultaneously pursuing another dream. Now a medical student at Stanford with aspirations of becoming a pediatric cardiothoracic surgeon. Veronica took a leave from med school to train for the Olympics here at Miami Row House until her trials were canceled 1 year ago due to COVID-19.
I saw myself in this position of like, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic, people need help, I'm training to be a physician. I saw myself forced to go back.
Veronica went back to California and completed her 6-week surgical rotation. She returned to Miami in September.
We trained harder than we had before and I mean, we did it.
Did it indeed. Veronica Toro qualified last month and is the first female rower to represent Puerto Rico at the Olympics.
It's been something that I take everywhere I go with every little achievement I have. The fact that I'm women and the fact that I'm Puerto Rican. I would love for the sport of rowing to grow in Puerto Rico and I would love for more Puerto Rican women to be inspired to do great things.
And with her newfound perspective as an Olympian in the medical field, Veronica's optimistic about July's Tokyo Games as the torchlight starts to shine brighter near the end of this pandemic tunnel.
To be resilient, to be adaptable, and I think those two things are going to be key for the Olympic Games to be hosted this summer.
In Miami, Ruthie Polinsky, NBC6 Sports.